just seem to take us awkward stride out the gates, and Camperatus slow by 2. Duke of Spin, the first one to poke the nose out. Return Flight, she's been here and done it before, is right there, only a neck away. Also looking to improve strides, Belgarion towards the inner. Herodotus is wider out. Crown Towers, Tristful. Majestic Mozart is mid-division, eyes wide open as they pack up, and once again the speed, well, you can't say it's too much speed, they're just inching along, and Belgarion just had to be eased for a stride. Return Flight's now going to drive on by and look to make a more genuine tempo, and Return Flight in the blue silks just goes on by a neck. On the outside, Crown Towers are strong. Towards the inside, Duke of Spin, Belgarion is hard against the bit. Just got 3 lengths to make up. Camperatus, Tristful. Herodotus behind these runners. Eyes wide open. It's going to be a sprint for home out here. Towards the back end of the field, More Magic and Pack Leader. They come to the business end of affairs, 600 metres left to go. Return Flight, no turning back. Crown Towers puts on the pressure. Duke of Spin, Majestic Mozart in 4th. Belgarion's about to move through, just waiting for the gaps to open. Tristful, homeward bound, 450 to go, and Crown Towers looks to skip away by 2. Return Flight's back second. Belgarion's on the outside, looking to run on Dharma. Inside the distance, Belgarion now starts to spread his wings, and the horse with the movie star looks, the new kid on the block, Belgarion, comes into the lead, and that's it. Belgarion wins by 3. Tristful second. Camperatus maybe third, and then came Crown Towers. Belgarion raises his game, and he struts his stuff. Well, this horse, absolutely magnificent. I called National Currency the horse with the movie star looks many, many years ago. And here's a horse who's got the talent, he's got the looks, he's got the trainer, the jockey, all the boxes ticked. And today, he's shown what he's worth. Tristful second. I think Camperatus just gets up for third. She was slow out, gets up third, and then Crown Towers behind these. There was once again no genuine speed on, but Belgarion, 5 off the right-hand side, gets galvanized into action, and this is a horse with a bright future. Today he had a few questions to answer, and he answered those in no uncertain terms. Still running to the inside, but he's shown what he's about. He's in KwaZulu-Natal, and as they say, the sky's the limit. Well done to the whole team. Back to the studio.
Well, we've been treated to a fantastic performance by number 1 Belgarion in the World Sports Betting 1900, a Group 2. Well done to the Fosters, the son of Dynasty, Anton Marcus doing duty. And if you wanted a performance, if you were with him in this year's Vodacom Durban July, he's certainly shown his hand this afternoon. What a fantastic win from this horse. Anton Marcus is going to tell us a bit more. First time he sat on this horse. Anton, firstly, talk us through the race. You had the plump draw, but where we watched it around the turn, things weren't going according to plan.
You know, Dees, they didn't, but it certainly wasn't a surprise, because that's what I envisaged happening. You know, especially after Return Flight found herself in front. You know, there was always going to be, something was bound to go wrong. You know, she's just not strong enough to maintain in this company, you know. But thankfully, I was on the best horse. I think the horse got me out of trouble, and I was very, very impressed. You know, if you watch the race closely, he never had the coziest of runs, despite the fact that he had the 1 marble. And I thought it was super, super impressive. I know he's way out at the weights in the July, but within saying that, he's also way, way under the radar.
You know, Anton, you're always modest when it comes to your wins. When the horse wins, you always mention the performance of the horse. But I've already got tons of messages on my phone on what a ride it was, because you had to switch him out at the right time. I know you had a lot of horse, but the years of experience certainly told there.
Thank you, Dees. I really appreciate that. But you know, within saying that, it also helps. You know, when you've got a bit of machinery in between your legs.
Okay, when you pressed the button, you said you were impressed with him. Superb feel?
Well, geez, you know, it was a good feel. You know, he gives you a totally different feel on the sand. You know, that's the reason why I actually phoned Richard last night. You know, I had slight reservations on how good he actually was, you know, despite what I'd been told. You know, Richard just gave me peace of mind once again, saying, Anton, don't worry about his sand work, you know. So once again, just a big thank you to him. Really been spoiled,
sure,
being the saddle warmer for Richard, but I'll take it. And yeah, and you know, what more can I say? You know, Justin's been just absolutely fantastic to work with during this period of time, and as always to my sponsors, thank you.
You won this race in the past. I mean, you've won so many races. You remember winning this race in the past?
Yes, I have won it before.
Oh, well done, yeah, Anton. You know, again, on behalf of the punters, you certainly rode the race that told in the end after a few hiccups around the turn. We thank you for that. A nice memento, courtesy of the sponsor, World Sports Betting, to the many that you have back home. Well done to winning jockey, Anton Marcus. Well, Justin Snate is going to tell us a bit more. He's bagged Miyabi Gold, the East Coast Handicap. He's brought his A-team today, and now it's Bulgarian. Justin, I watched him win those 2 races down in Cape Town, especially his last win. And after that win, there were many that penciled him in as a possible Vodacom Durban July candidate. You must be over the moon that he's come to his first prep in the province, flying colours.
Yeah, look, it's been a long process, and you always, from a year ago, this was sort of the plan, and it's a lot easier when you have a horse like him to prove the whole plan is on track. It's not easy, I must be honest. After the Derby in Cape Town, he had Bernard just found himself in no man's land, looped the field, went to the outside, no one followed him, and he got beat about 7 lengths. We gelded him, put him away for about 6 months, brought him back out. He won at 2000, and then he won, I think it was the Premiers in Cape Town. And I said to the owners, we've got a choice. We can run in the Met and probably run around 5th or 6th, get a penalty, and that'll probably be his chance in the Vodacom Durban July gone. And my recommendation is to put him away again, save him for the Natal season, bring him into the July with a chance of a certain weight. And Alec and Gillian Foster are just amazing owners, and they had no issue with that. So that's been the plan. And you know, I just want to thank Gold Circle. Since the lockdown, a lot of people have been acting strange in the world. It seems like we've come out of a lockdown and the world's turned upside down. I just want to thank them, because there was a moment where they may not have allowed Bulgarian to gallop here, and I think for the punters they made the right call, and it brings a day like today where the punters could back him into 8 to 10, I don't know what price he ended up, knowing that the club have allowed him to gallop here and give your money every opportunity. So hats off to the guys in Gold Circle.
Now, you briefly spoke about them as owners, and through my trips down to your part of the world and doing interviews down there, I've actually met the Fosters. And beside the lucky colors, what lucky breeders are there as well, Justin?
It's incredible. You know, John Freeman handles a lot of their everything in organizations and recommendations, and they sit down and they thoroughly enjoy it, even to the point of naming the horses. All these horses, Bulgarian, all have a reasoning behind their names. Amazing people, very fortunate early in my career to train for them. And as I said, just it's one very fortunate thing that we've managed to secure some clients that are just, they'll do anything for their horses.
For the guys that are on him for the Vodacom Durban July, he's seen the course, the gallop you mentioned would do it again. He's won the World Sports Betting 1900. Are we going to see him again, or it's straight into this year's Vodacom Durban July?
No, all of them are just having one look-see, and you know, it's just to show the public that they're on their game, and then they get put away for the big day.
Well, please give our best to the Fosters, to yourself and your team, Justin. What a wonderful day it's turned out for you.
Thank you very much to Anton, all the work behind the scenes that he does, that everybody knows. And, you know, sad for Richard, but Richard will be here soon. As soon as the NHRA allow jockeys to have one move in the month of July, and I'm sure Richard will be up here.
That's your memento. Winning trainer, Justin Snate, who loves champion season, and he's bagged another graded race. This time, the Grade 2 World Sports Betting 1900 Bulgarian. What a superb performance.